From NBC News, this is a special edition of Today with Matt Lauer, live at the California wildfires, and Meredith Vieira, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
This morning, we're kicking off a special two-part series in conjunction with our partners at iVillage.com called No 5 to Stay Alive. Heart disease is the leading cause of death and disability for women in America. But today, we've got 5 heart-healthy tips that could save your life. Dr. Nieca Goldberg is the medical director of New York University's Women's Health Program. Dr. Goldberg, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So when we talk about heart disease, what exactly is it that we're talking about?
We're talking about preventing our arteries from getting clogged, because clogged arteries lead to heart attacks. We're also talking about preventing high blood pressure, because it's a form of heart disease as well as strokes.
So what myths are surrounding heart disease, especially when it comes to women?
Well, most women don't think they're at risk for heart disease. They think it's a man's disease. So if you don't think you're at risk for a disease, you're not about to do things that are going to help prevent a disease.
In fact, in a poll conducted by iVillage.com last month, 527 women polled. In terms of education, majority of women said they're not very educated about preventive measures. Only 42% said they're very educated. What do you think about that number? Does that stack up with what you see?
That's pretty consistent with the numbers from the American Heart Association. More women are aware of heart disease as a condition for women, but they're not ready to take the plunge into preventing heart disease for themselves.
Okay, so we've got 5 steps to help them take the plunge.
That's right. I think
first thing you say, get a checkup, which seems like common sense.
It seems like common sense, but women are so busy they don't make the appointment for the checkup. And when they go for the checkup, they really can't even repeat their blood pressure. When you go to the doctor, you need to be prepared and ask all of your questions about your risk factors, what your blood sugar is, because diabetes leads to heart disease. You want your number for blood sugar to be around 100. Get your cholesterol checked and know those numbers too. And then
in the cholesterol is the LDL, HDL. What are good numbers?
Well, an HDL is the good cholesterol, so you want that more than 50. LDL is the bad cholesterol, and if you're a healthy woman, you want that under 130. Under 100 if you're a woman who already has heart disease.
What about triglycerides?
Triglycerides are another fat that raises risk for heart disease, and you want that lower than 150.
All right, then eating a healthy diet. Again, we know this, but yet it's so important when it comes to your heart.
It is. Now, women don't always think of food as friendly, but there are many heart-healthy foods that aren't boring, aside from the fruits and vegetables and whole grains. You need to really know about good fats and eat olive and canola oil, because those don't raise your cholesterol. Read food labels, and if they say hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated fats, don't even eat it.
And then what about exercise?
Exercise is very important. You need about a half-hour a day of moderate exercise. That means you go at a pace where you're breathing a little heavy, but you can still talk. Walk. It's cheap, and you don't need special equipment.
And just little things like parking a little further away from the entrance to the mall, taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Think about the parking lot as your walking trail. And also, get a buddy, because a buddy will help you from slacking off.
And a buddy would also help you quit smoking, too, if that's another one of your tips.
Right. Smoking is bad. Smoking leads to heart disease, lung disease, and something women hate the most, wrinkles.
And if you see wrinkles, that might stress you out. You want to reduce stress, too, right?
Right. Now, there's good stress. Like if you're out in the woods and you see a bear, you want to get away. If you want to grab your 3-year-old out of harm's way, or revving up for the big race. Bad stress is when you don't have control over your situation. You have 6 things to do and only time to do 3. So manage your schedule better by delegating. Get some support. If you're a woman who's caring for a sick family member, or you have heart disease yourself, reach out to your family and friends, because the support will reduce stress and help you live longer.
All right, Dr. Nieca Goldberg, thank you very much. And for more on 5 to Stay Alive, go to our website at todayshow.com and join the iVillage community. But up next, simple, meatless meals. Talk about helping to eat healthy.